Hi, my name is Beat Nussbaumer. I'm the founder and CEO for MacroBeat Ltd. I just thought I sort of create a video so that people, when I do my usual open house, which I do quarterly just for people that follow me on Twitter or LinkedIn, may have a chance, if they're intrigued, to sort of see what my real work is during the day. Obviously, the posts I send out that you may be reading is probably about 1% of what I actually do day to day. A little bit about myself first. I'm a professional trader for over 40 years. I started in foreign exchange as a spot FX market maker, as we called them in the days in the early 1980s. I worked for UBS for a long time, almost like 15 years before I moved to London to join Morgan Stanley. I traded Asian currencies in the Asian crisis in 97, 98 for them. Stayed around until 2004, I think, when I really finally wanted to make a step on the macro side into the proprietary trading. I had a fantastic opportunity to join Goldman Sachs, the macro proprietary group from Goldman. And then sadly, obviously in 2008, 2009, with the regulation that sadly had to close. So I moved back to the roots. I've been running FX spot global FX spot for UniCredit and then Commerzbank before I sort of had enough of that side and I set up my own business, which is MacroBeat. It started as a education business. It turned into a chat room as well, and then suddenly turned into money management as I was asked to manage money for high net worth individuals. So without actually thinking all of this, it ending up with three jobs, even though I'm quite busy on the trading side. I find enough time to entertain my chat rooms and also educate people. It's something I started up and I didn't really want to let it go. And so I just juggle it all. And with juggle, it's actually, it's also a hobby. I love markets, which everyone who knows me, can tell. I'm still as passionate as when I started some more than 40 years ago now. And I think I just thought rather than sending the messages out that I do quarterly to invite people, I do a video, I put it on my website also. If people just bump into the website to just have a look at what this is. So therefore, I like to quickly, probably best to just show a little bit on how actually this Slack platform looks like, what you can expect, who is it for, blah, 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 which probably is easier to see that way. So what we see here is the various channels. I entertain all of them, the community chat, which obviously I can't click on it, as that is where all the members are chatting to one another. So we have a chart pack. That's where I feed all the charts in. You see some of them in LinkedIn or you see some of them on Twitter. This is all day long. So basically people that are sort of can be advanced traders. We have professionals in there from hedge funds or whatever, people that I know from my past life. We have a lot of advanced retail in there. We also have obviously those that are newer to trading. I would say 75% of people that are in my chat rooms are people that I trained that stay on because they understand this is a journey of multiple years to really get better and better and better. Everyone picks out what it is. It's basically it's the same as sitting next to a trader in a professional bank, on a trading floor. I start my day at 6 a.m. It goes nearly until 6 p.m. I'll be up at night if there's stuff going on like BOJ. I'm up in the evening if there's Federal Reserve. So because I also still mainly a trader, I'm around when the markets move. But the official hours would be sort of 6 a.m. to, let's call it 5 p.m. to give me a little bit of room. So here's the news channel. This is the kind of macro stuff. It's news, it's thoughts, it's what's happening live out there. So this is being fed all day long. We see chart channels. I update all the currencies in the morning, dollar pairs, cross pairs, and then we adjust basically all day long when markets are moving. We adjust what's happening. We talk about what's happening in the community chat, which I will not click on That's where we have some of the discussions that are going on. We have my short-term trading, which runs on the hit and run, which also I can obviously show live. Here's my macro risk. We looked at this one already. Down here, direct messages. I have a one-on-one room with every member of the room. So that means, newer traders have a few more questions. Senior traders or professional traders want to have maybe a discussion about the market away from the broader room. Now, when you look at my risk, the macro risk or the short-term risk, I will just say this is not a signal service. So if someone thinks that, oh yeah, sign up and have a look, it's not a signal service. While the short-term trading might be coming very close, and given I don't have the worst hit ratio, it may kind of almost work like a signal service, but it's not designed to be one. The reason I show my risk is more almost a little bit educational. I was asked a few years ago to maybe include that in the chat room. It is, if you talk about the narrative, if you talk about the stories out there, and then people actually see live how this gets converted in true risk. I call it tradable macro, what I do, because what the issue is out there, people learn the macro side and they sit down and suddenly realize, oh, I can't actually trade, which is not very helpful. And so in that sense, I would say this is the sort of the full, all elements of trading. So what I kind of turned this into from a strategy point of view is I've been a spot trader for 20 years. So I kind of, I'm not shy of trading the day. I'm also been a macro trader for 20 years. So I'm kind of combining the two, let's call it talents, hopefully. And so that means I'm actually, it's good for almost like everyone that wants to kind of either learn. With the summers is just into short-term trading. If someone wants to take his short-term trading into more macro trading or just pure macro traders, there's something for everyone. It's a great professional tool for people that want to be switched on the market, because trust me when I say I'm very switched on, and I might be more switched on than actually some of the banks, but oops, I shouldn't really be saying that. On the other side, I would say it's an educational tool. This is actually when I set it up in 2018. That's actually what was the driver at the time, because I felt that if people run through my education and at the same time have a live environment, that's actually a really good way to learn. It then suddenly turned into, as so often, it turned into a lot more, which I'm really proud of. And so I just thought, like, rather than sending an email out and inviting people to sign up for a 1-week free trial, and I mean it's a free trial. I'm not collecting credit card data. I'm not going to send you emails every 2-3 weeks thereafter. Is you hit me up on the website, you ask for a free trial, I give you a 1 week, you look into it, we chat about it. You like it, you don't. It's no hard feelings. It should add value. That's what it's designed to do. If you find value, great. If you don't, fine. I don't feel, there's no problem for me. So it's just about an honest discussion. What is also close to my heart, because I sadly always run into this, there are people that just sign up and they never bother, right? So really, if you hit me up, please, 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 just have the decency to actually truly connect. Or if you have no interest, just don't press, because there's a lot of noise created around people that just feel like, oh, I press the button and they never bother to turn up. Yeah, it's not a problem. It doesn't cost me anything. I just eliminate them. It's just a waste of their time, and it's actually also a waste of my time. I give you all that I have, and I have a lot. But you have to be prepared to actually also put your work in. This is now more the address on those that would consider on the training side. But like I said, I will soon send out this video with the invitation for the open house that I do. We're going towards end of the year, so maybe some people start to have a rather deep think of how 2025 should look for them. I'm teaching people of all talents from all sorts of jobs. Some aspire, or most aspire, to become full-time traders. In some cases, it's realistic. In some cases, it may not be. But the education can also run into something that is part-time trader, or I even trained people this year that done it for the curriculum. There's two lovely chaps from Singapore, post-graduate students that done the course, and they just want to sharpen up in case they get some interviews with the industry. And guess what? One guy ended up with a job from BlackRock in Asia, the other one with a large commodity hedge fund. Why? Because they were actually the only two people that were interviewed that could actually talk those people through an actually real trade ID and why and how to manage and so on and so on and so on. So, like I said, there's many reasons why you may choose to be part of the community on my Slack channels, or actually even seek out education. So yeah, that's basically it. That's not much more to say. It's over to you. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, if you think I can help you, or if you think I can add value with my chat room, hit me up. You get your 1 week free trial. We chat and you see if that gets you anywhere. Thank you very much for watching the video. I wish you all the very best and have a fabulous time. All the best. See you. Thank you. Bye bye.